Well, hi there. I'm here with Michele, who is one of Grandeur Property's clients, and she's very kindly agreed to go on video and talk about a little about her experience and her journey with serviced accommodation and with Grandeur Property. So, Michele, thank you very much.
You're very welcome.
Thank you. At what sort of time? How long ago was it when you first thought about doing serviced accommodation?
So, as a family, we've been involved in property for 44 years, and over the years, we've owned individual lets, we've owned ASTs, and then my brother and I got into HMOs in a big way in the Bournemouth Pool area. Basically, what we found was the caliber of the properties that we had warranted coming away from being ASTs, because they're within 5-minute walk to Bournemouth. The beaches are 10 minutes away. I knew that after we got rid of a lot of long-term tenants, the flats would lend themselves to being open plan, easy to photograph, easy to let out, ample parking. There's lots of things that need careful consideration when you do SA, because you want, ultimately at the end of the experience, you want everybody to have the most fabulous holiday. That's what they're paying for. They're paying for no aggravation. They're paying to arrive, for it to be bespoke, for them to find properties that are clean and tidy, have no issues along the way, and leave you and Grandeur a fantastic review. If you tick all the boxes and you get it right, then it's win-win for everybody, and that's what it needs to be. And I had spoken to people that were with Grandeur. I had also talked in depth to Lee and Taylor about them taking on the 5 properties that they've now had for 3 years with us. And, you know, it's a constantly changing world at the moment. Not 1 year of the 3 years we've been doing has been the same as the year before. And for that simple fact, the fact that they are progressive enough to change things when they don't work, to move forward with the times, to accommodate people, to me is a good company. It's a company that realizes that they have to act fast and they have to do something. And touch wood, so far we've all worked together really, really well. And, you know, every year I look forward to the following year to see how it adapts and how it changes. And we keep getting 9.2, 9.5, 10-star reviews. So we're doing something right.
Yeah. Michele, that's so lovely to hear you say that, because I think when we first spoke to you from the off, you know, I knew Steve, and, you know, it was lovely to meet you. Yeah. And, you know, you've got some great business backgrounds. But we felt that we really aligned really nicely with you in terms of service, and and ultimately it's property, but it's very much about people as well. And we're really passionate about the customer service, and that's what makes the difference. So it was great that we kind of started off with the same thing. You drip fed your properties into us, and we're sitting in the lovely gardens but you've got a block with 5 or 6 properties in, haven't you? So 14. It's 14. Some of them
5 of yours.
5 with us, yeah.
Yes, 5 you have.
And your other ones are just let out long term.
Yeah, they're long term. That's
okay. So you know, we're going to try and rape some more of those properties into serviced accommodation. It would be wonderful moving forwards. But it's been fantastic pleasure working with you, because your feedback has been really valuable to us as well. And I should say, prior to this, we've had a really lovely meeting about some of the experiences and stuff and some of the things, and it's great because we can tweak our business, you know, for our clients and for the guests that we have staying as well. So we're tremendously grateful for all, you know, for working with you over these 3 years.
Yeah.
And we look forward to doing more with you, hopefully in the future as well. Is there anything that you would say to people about our services in general, you know, as a quick summary?
I think that they listen. So very important to listen in this world and not talk all the time. They listen to what I've got to say. They listen to my feedback. They implement the feedback that's given from the guests and from me. Like I said before, it's a constantly changing business. It just is. It's the nature of, you know, property in general. I've seen properties that Lee and Taylor also have designed and made into SA from possibly, you know, nothing. And I'm very impressed by their design ideas as well. So that's an arm maybe they'll do a lot more of in the future. I'm not sure. I like a company that likes to have a 1 year, a 2 year, a 5 year goal. You're never going to get anywhere in this world if you don't have clear, set, defined goals. And they do, and they tell me ahead of time what their ideas are. We work through them, and then I can't wait to see the new ideas and new concepts actually, you know, pushed out. And so we've got big stuff happening in October, and I will look over the winter at seeing how that all works. And then by next summer, things will be, you know, tailored and fantastic.
Yeah. It is a constant evolution.
It is.
And I take it as a huge compliment, Michele, for you to say, like, you know, what you said about us in terms of us listening and everything else, and evolving and providing great service. So again, on behalf of the whole team of Grandeur, because there's quite a number of people involved in doing what we do. Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
We are grateful.
It's a pleasure, honestly. I like listening to you talk at your PPN meetings. I love dealing with Taylor. I always have done. So yeah, looking forward to onward and upward. And that's something I brought back from America, because I trained as a designer when I was over there, and I've lived out there for 10 years, is you're only as good as the people that you work with or that work for you. Always remember that.
Yeah, absolutely. We do. Thank you very much, Michele.
You're
Thanks
welcome.
for your time on such a beautiful afternoon.
You're welcome.
Thanks a lot. Bye-bye.
Bye.